Right. Welcome to Equipping the Saints for the Age of AI podcast, where we'll explore how followers of Christ can navigate the rapidly changing landscape of artificial intelligence with wisdom, discernment, and hope. I'm your host, Peter Knelson, and I'm very glad that you're joining us today. As technology evolves at a staggering pace, many Christians are left wondering, what does faithfulness and faithful living look like in an age of algorithms, automation, and artificial intelligence? This podcast exists to equip the saints with theological insight, practical wisdom, and meaningful conversations as we face these challenges together as the Christian church. Today, I'm very happy to have with me Lianne Gade. And so welcome and thanks for joining me in this conversation. Before we get into today's episode, we're going to take a look at what AI can do. And I'm going to do this for each episode just to give you an idea of the capabilities of AI and to track its capabilities as time goes on. I think this is an important part of navigating through this age of AI. Just a quick example, you may have heard already that people are able to use voice cloning in order to scam individuals out of money, essentially, cloning a loved one's voice and using it against them in like a phone call or something like that, and then demanding money for a ransom type thing, which, we often know about that capability of AI so that we can combat against it. That's just one example. Today we're gonna look at AI art generation. So I'm gonna Google AI art generator for you, and I'm actually gonna use this crayon website. There's a ton of different websites you can use. Here gives you a box for your prompt. So I'm gonna put in there a promotional picture for a podcast called Equipping Saints for the Age of AI. And I want to put a comment there and say I want to make it classy and modern. And then I'm going to look, there's different styles down here that you can pick. I'm going to pick this Pro Vector one because it kind of looks like almost like a logo. So you'll get kind of that style and we'll see what it generates. It may take a little while. We'll see. Here you can see it's drawing and we'll give it a few seconds, if not a few minutes. Okay, so there you can see it says image generated. Let's go down. Here's the image that it generated, equipping the saints for the age of AI. And look at that. Quite amazing. Again, this is a free generator, so it's going to be less or a lower quality. And so if you can actually use different sites where you pay money to generate images, you're gonna get higher quality images and more interesting variation. So this is just a basic example of what AI can do. There will be more advanced examples in the future. What I'll maybe do first of all is say that you do lots of artwork, and maybe I'll just give you a chance to talk about yourself and the artwork that you do.
All right. Well, I am a wife and mother of 2 boys. I also work full time, so I try to do art when I can, but I don't always have the time. I would consider myself okay. I'm not an expert or anything. I've never taken any schooling. It's more of a hobby, and I think my art is more abstract than anything else. I've tried my hand at realism and stuff like that, but I've never been very good at that. Yeah. What else can I say about my art? I know I find it fun and relaxing, but I know there's not too much to say about it, but
Yeah, I should mention too, full disclosure, that Lianne Gade is actually my sister, so I do know quite a bit about her artwork already. But your
and I've
signature,
actually
your signature, I would say is kind of, and I did get a few pictures to look at of your artwork, if you don't
yeah.
mind. But
Oh yeah.
signature was kind of the, I don't know how to describe it, like very meticulous and like repetitive.
Yeah, super tiny details. I don't know
Yeah,
why I like
little
it. I like
details.
doing stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of, at least to me, looking at your artwork, that's kind of your signature kind of
Yeah,
style.
thing that I'm good at. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe we'll just take a look at some of your artwork here. Um, I suppose you probably can't see.
Don't know what it is if you can't describe it.
I can describe it for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the flower, the sunflower we've got.
Okay.
That's a pretty nice one. We got your Halloween one uh with the jack-o'-lanterns, and there's like a cat. There's some
Oh yeah, that one's kind of rough. It was just an idea, but
yeah. No, it's still an interesting piece, I think. I am drawn to Halloween pieces. There's another
I
one
can tell.
there, of
Yeah,
course. Yeah.
yeah, that's one of my favorites. The dad's too.
Yeah. Yeah. So our dad painted that one there, and of course Halloween's my birthday, so
Yeah.
I have one it's just something that you painted. There's wine glasses with a wine bottle. I believe you painted that just to kind of
Yeah.
I think it was all black at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then I just painted over it for someone.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was something I wanted to mention too. You've gotten to the point where you've had a few people request you do like painting or artwork or something for them for like a
Yeah.
and they'll pay you for that, which is pretty significant as an artist. Like it's pretty significant to get to that point, to that level where people will
Or
trust you.
I was like, "Oh, do you want to make me this?
Yeah.
I'll pay you for it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I have one of another flower. It's a little bit of your what I would call your signature style. It's kind of looks like flames inside the petals.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of more toward your signature style. And then this is a piece that you painted of the night with the water and the trees, and there's a big moon
Oh yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah.
And then I think I have two more. Yes, the two that you did for me for my Wild West, Hymn of the Wild West song. So this one
Yeah.
with the revolver really shows I think your style very clearly. It's with those all those little shapes that you put in there, which turned out pretty cool. It kind of looks like, and I think I said this at the time too. It looks like stained glass.
Windows. Yeah.
Yeah, which fits the theme of my Wild West. So
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for.
yeah, I ended up using both of them, sort of, both of them for the physical copy, and then I used because you did another one for me, another piece, which was kind of an anime style
Yeah.
piece. Anyway, so that's kind of an idea for those watching of the artwork, the style that of your artwork. So I want to talk a little bit about your stance on AI, and I wanted to have you as the first guest in this experiment of mine because of your stance on AI.
Yeah.
Yes, and so go ahead, give me your stance on AI.
I honestly in the art world anyways, I don't know about other things. It can be useful, but I really do not like that it's kind of taking over in the arts and stuff. I don't know, I just find like for people that are creating and actually trying to make a living, it makes it a little bit harder, I think, because when you create with AI, it's so much quicker, so much easier, and you can sell it for a whole lot cheaper. Like compared to someone that's spent hours and poured their heart and soul into a piece, you don't really get the value for that photo anymore or for that art piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been it'll be interesting to see how it goes over time, because I've heard others make the case too that that AI is devaluing art, true artwork. But I wonder over time, my theory over time actually is that it will increase the value of true art.
Because people want that. They won't want something created by AI.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Looking for something real.
yeah, and there will be, I think there's opportunity too to really to create some sort of system almost to authenticate artwork, or to make your artwork clearly, or to what am I looking to say here? To essentially, authenticate our own artwork, and if we can do that, that I think adds value and will over time. But you're kind of, based on the discussions I've had with you before, you're like totally against AI.
Yeah. Well, I
That's
don't know.
still true.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't seem that great. I don't know. It just taken the, I don't know. It's just taken the, how would I say that? I don't even know. Just, I guess it's taking stuff away from us, you know, and not just in the art. It's taking jobs away from other people or different, I don't know. I think different accounting jobs or things like that, or
Sure. Do you think there's going to be any usefulness in AI? Like, would you scrap it altogether if
I would say
chance
to me, I think it should be more of an assistant kind of thing, something to kind of help us out, but not totally take over,
Hmm.
as and take the human component out altogether. I think it should be something that can assist us, but
Yeah, so you do think that there could be some usefulness with AI? Hey,
a little bit, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and that's always the trick with technology, is managing technology properly, because like this is the case with the internet too, and with high-speed internet and how quickly it adapted and evolved, that there were so many dangers to the internet that I think a lot of people missed. And it's only, and even with cell phones, right? Now
Yeah.
we're finally getting to a point where parents are really cracking down on, cell phone use and what kind of, access their children can have to cell phones and different technology and stuff like that. So it's always a bit of a struggle, and that's kind of the purpose of this podcast, is trying to navigate and figure out the boundaries, figure out proper boundaries with AI and how to manage it in a healthy way, use it in a healthy way if we can, but not to go too far, as we often do, and I think as society will do. But
Oh, yeah. I don't know what it'll kind of make. I don't know. In a way, I feel like we're gonna kind of, with all this help and being AI being able to do lots of the things, we're gonna kind of get lazy.
yeah,
If
for
you know
sure.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not gonna be. Yeah. If I used AI for a lot of my artwork, I'd get lazy and my creative spark would diminish. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's two sides to that too, because I think it's true that we will get creatively lazy, on the other side of things with like on the work department, lots of people use AI for emails and for like
That is
writing
true.
letters and stuff like that, which is useful on one hand, but it also, there's a danger in this too. This is something that I've thought about a lot. I've talked to lots of people about it because I am concerned about it. People are so busy already. People are so busy, in their lives already. And now all of a sudden they have this tool, this AI tool that can help them do more, right?
Yeah.
Which is a danger too, in that like we're already doing a lot. And I don't think society as a whole is
Doing more, yeah.
taking enough time to rest. And now
Yeah.
AI is going to help us do more stuff, right? And then that'll just add and snowball, and we'll just piling on work for ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think life will look like in 10 years? Do you have any guesses?
I think AI, the way it's going, it's going to be a pretty big part of day-to-day life or in society and stuff. I'm not sure what it exactly will look like, but time will only tell.
Yeah. Are you optimistic or pessimistic about the future of AI? And
I'd probably be more on the pessimistic side.
oh, yeah.
But
Yeah. So you think AI will bring in more harm than good? Hey.
well, it depends. I guess it depends how we use it, or whoever in charge of the different companies and stuff, how they use it, I guess. So as long as they use it wisely.
Yeah. So on the church side of things, do you have any advice for the church in how the Christian church and how Christianity, responds to and to AI, and how we deal with AI going forward?
I would, I guess, maybe be cautious. I think it will be good for different things, like uh for secretarial work and different things, or different scheduling or emails you have to send out. But I have seen, actually, I was researching, I've seen things online where their AI is taking over pastoral care and things like that, or like, or they're using AI to counsel people, and I don't agree with that. I don't think the church should be using it that way. And AI doesn't have a soul.
Right.
So how is how's the Holy Spirit supposed to work through AI? I don't know. I just think you need human contact for that. You need God, not AI.
Right. Yeah, and I think AI is ultimately, it is a tool, so I think the Holy Spirit can use
Oh, I guess, yeah.
AI in that sense. But you are
That is true.
that actually the Christian church is very unique in the fact that it is very relational. If you just think about the incarnation of Jesus Christ, God coming down in the flesh to dwell among us, that's pretty substantial. And so our Christian unity and the Christian church is very focused on relational connections, and that like incarnational type ministry, and the importance is as well of gathering together, and gathering together often as Christians to strengthen one another in the faith, and not to neglect to meet together, as Hebrews says. So yeah, we do need human connection, and we can't replace that. It's not able to be replaced with AI, as you said.
Yeah.
Certainly not pastoral roles or pastoral things or acts like counseling or reading the scripture and teaching and preaching and stuff like that. So, yeah. Any other thoughts? Any last thoughts?
I was just thinking, adding to the future, like with AI, not even just AI, just how we're so reliant on machines and different things that we're becoming so self-reliant on that we're not, like if that all went out or went down or a virus got in there, we'd be in trouble. Like we're not self-sufficient anymore. Like what would we do?
Right.
Because
Yeah, because we're so
go to
reliant on.
grocery stores. Yeah, you need the internet to run the tills and everything else and
Yeah.
other different stuff. Like I'm like, then what are we gonna do when we have nothing at home because we don't have our own, crops or gardens and stuff anymore, most of us, right? Because we're just so busy all the time working and stuff. We just expect all that stuff to always be there.
Right.
So,
Good. Thank you. Well, thank you, Lianne Gade, for sharing your thoughts with me, and thank you to everybody listening. God's everlasting peace to you in this ever-changing world.